Does it ever feel like your local business is invisible online? Like you've got a fantastic service, you've got a killer team, but the phone isn't ringing because the customers in your neighborhood can't seem to find you on Google. It's frustrating to know that if people could just find you, your business would take off. But what if you could fix that? What if there was a clear path to getting your business right in front of the people who matter the most? The ones in your community searching for exactly what you do. Hi there, it's Adrian from Numero Uno Web Solutions. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the 3 core content strategies you need to start climbing Google's local rankings and bringing in more customers way faster than you might think. And we're not talking about complicated tech jargon that takes like 6 months to pan out. We're talking about real, actionable steps you can use today to prove to Google that you're the most relevant, trustworthy choice in your area. This is how you go from being invisible to being unstoppable. So let's go. Okay, now before we build anything, we have to lay the right foundation. And for local SEO, that foundation is understanding what's called user intent. And it's a simple idea, but it changes everything. Almost half of all Google searches have local intent, which just means the person is looking for something in a specific area. They don't just want information, they want a solution near them. Think of it like being a great salesperson. You wouldn't treat a customer who's just browsing the same way you treat someone who walks in and says, I need to buy something right now. You have to match their energy and their goal. And it's the exact same thing online. Now, we can break down this local search intent into a few key types. First up, you have what's called informational intent. This is just your just browsing customer. They're just asking questions like, how do I fix a leaky faucet? Or what are the best flowers for a shady garden in Toronto? They're looking for expert answers and helpful guides. And if you can provide that kind of content, then you start building trust long before they're even thinking about buying. Next is commercial intent. This person's getting warmer. They're comparing their options. They're searching for things like best plumber in Scarborough or roofer reviews near me. They're actively hunting for proof that you're the right choice and you want to be able to show up in the results when they're searching like this. And then finally, you've got your transactional and navigational intent. This person has their wallet out and they're ready to go. Their searches sound like emergency plumber near me or your business name's ours. They're ready to act, to call, to book a service, or to get directions to your store. Your job is to create content that serves all of these needs. When you show Google that you're the best answer for someone, whether they're just starting their research or they're ready to buy, Google's going to reward you with visibility. And it starts with your business as a genuinely helpful resource for the community, and your rankings will shoot up because of it. All right, let's get into our first strategy. So I want you to stop thinking of your website as a simple online brochure and start seeing it as a network of digital billboards where each one targets a specific customer in a specific neighborhood. This is the magic of creating hyper-local content pages. Most businesses make the mistake of having one generic services page that lists everything that they do. That's like using one giant cluttered sign for an entire county. It's not specific and it doesn't speak to anyone directly. Instead, you need to create a dedicated page on your website for each service you offer in each specific town or neighborhood you want to work in. So let's use an example of a plumber in Toronto. You don't just have a plumbing page. You have pages like emergency plumbing repair in the Leaside, water heater installation in Etobicoke, drain cleaning services in North York. Each of these pages needs to be filled with unique, valuable content. And here's the trick. Don't just copy and paste the text and swap the city name. That's going to get you nowhere. You want to talk about the specific problems that an area faces. So for example, a page about foundation repair could mention the common clay soil issues in a particular suburb. Mention local landmarks. Talk about a job you did near a well-known park or reference a local community event. This proves to Google that you have real-world experience in that exact spot. And on every single one of these pages, you absolutely must include your consistent name, address, and phone number, what we call your NAP. The presence of your NAP combines with other on-page signals, powerfully reinforces your geographic relevance to Google, and it's like you're sending the strongest possible message. For this specific service, in this specific place, I'm the number one expert. Now, having great specific content is one thing, but people need to trust you before they'll ever pick up the phone. And in local SEO, trust isn't just a feeling, it's a ranking factor. Google looks for authority and trustworthiness, and the fastest way to build both is with social proof. Social proof is just evidence what other people have hired you and had a great experience. The most powerful form of this is the online review. Positive reviews are a huge piece of the local ranking puzzle, and the vast majority of customers say they use reviews to evaluate local businesses. But here's where most businesses get it wrong. They get a few good reviews on their Google profile and then they just stop. But we need to go deeper. First, you have to respond to every single review, good or bad. A thoughtful response to a positive review shows you appreciate your customers. A professional, helpful response to a negative one shows that you're accountable. Both build incredible public trust. Try to respond within 24 to 48 hours to show you're on top of it. Second, use your reviews as content. Pull the best quotes from your Google, Yelp, or email reviews and feature them directly on your new hyperlocal pages. A testimonial from Jane D. in Leaside on your Leaside emergency plumbing page is 1,000 times more effective than some generic review on a different site. It's a direct, relevant endorsement. You can even turn successful jobs into mini case studies. So on your Etobicoke water heater installation page, for example, you can add a small section titled "A Recent Water Heater Swap in Etobicoke." Include a quote from the happy client and a picture of the installation. This is how you turn simple proof into a powerful ranking asset. Now, by the way, if you're getting value out of this and the light bulbs are starting to go off, just do me a quick favor and hit that like button. Oh, and also hit that subscribe button so you can see all my videos. Okay, so our first two strategies create powerful ranking signals on your website. Now for our third strategy, we need to tie it all together and at the one place that most local customers will actually find you, and that's your Google Business Profile or GBP. Now, this used to be called Google My Business or GMB, but now it's called GBP, and it's not just a listing. It's your digital storefront. It's what people see in that valuable local pack or the map results at the very top of Google. Leaving this profile incomplete is like boarding up the windows of your physical shop. A complete, active, and optimized profile is a non-negotiable for ranking fast. So here's how to use your content to turn your GBP into a customer magnet. First, use Google Posts. Think of these as mini blogs for your business. Post something at least once a week. You can share a tip from a blog post, announce a special, share photos from a recent job, or link back to one of your shiny new hyperlocal pages. This constant activity signals to Google that your business is open, active, and engaged. Second, photos and videos. Your profile should be loaded with real photos of your team, your trucks, your location, and your work. Ditch the generic stock photos. A customer wants to see proof that you're real professional operation. Your phone is good enough now to take some great photos in any light at any time of day. You can even edit them if you want to, and they're perfect. Oh, and for an extra boost, you want to geotag your photos to the location where you took them. And finally, use the questions and answer section proactively. Don't just wait for people to ask things. Go in and add the most common questions you get asked and then answer them yourself. It's a golden opportunity to address what customers are thinking and naturally include your important keywords right in your profile. When you consistently update your GBP with posts, photos, and answers that all align with the hyperlocal content on your site, you create an undeniable echo of relevance. And Google sees your website claiming expertise in Leaside, sees your reviews confirming it, and sees your GBP actively posting about your work in Leaside. The picture becomes crystal clear. You're the authority. Okay, so there you have it. the 3 core strategies to create content that actually rank. You now understand how to match what your customers are searching for. You have a game plan to build out hyper-local service pages, and you now know how to use social proof across your website and your Google business profile. You can finally stop feeling invisible and start taking control of how new customers find you online. If you're ready to take your local business to the next level, let me know in the comments. Oh, better yet, why don't you email me and we can set up a personal one-on-one consultation at no cost, and I'm going to reveal to you the improvements you can make with your website now to get more leads and more customers. Here's what it all boils down to though. Ranking quickly on Google as a local business isn't just about some secret trick. It's about being the best, most helpful, and most trustworthy answer for your community. It's about creating content that demonstrates your expertise on your website, proves your value through the words of your customers, and shows you're active and engaged through your Google business profile. So stop letting your competitors be the only option people see. Start building content that connects with your community, serves their needs, and earns their business. And for even more ways to bump up your local search traffic for your business, I want you to head over to this video and learn about the Starbucks secret that you can leverage for your own business.